Is Capybara Go worth playing? This is one of those games that's just easy to like. It's cute, it's chill, and it's just the right amount of game to perfectly fit into whatever spare time you have to play it. But it's also very hands-off, so whether you enjoy it really depends on what you're looking to get out of it. I download mobile games so that you don't have to. So what is Capybara Go? Capybara Go is a text-based roguelike strategy game. And before we get into it, can I just say, I kinda dig the art style. All the creatures in the game are super cute, and you play as a capybara. What's not to love? The gameplay loop is pretty simple. You complete levels in adventure mode by collecting upgrades and defeating enemies. Outside the runs, you upgrade your character so your next run goes better than your last run. I did say it was a roguelike. You're going to be spending most of your time summoning gear and doing daily events and missions to hopefully score some new upgrades for your capybara and his friends. There are some idle rewards, but they're more like little bonuses while you're offline. And what you do get is overshadowed pretty quickly by any of the daily missions. So, is it actually fun? Being that this game is text-based, obviously there is not a huge amount of gameplay, but that can be good or bad depending on what you want from it. You are technically playing, but the only thing you're actually going to be doing is picking upgrades during your runs. But the combat plays itself while you watch. Your job is going to be picking from a list of randomly presented skills and trying to synergize with whatever upgrades you made outside the run. Once you've pushed as far as you can and you've completed all of the daily events and missions, that's kind of it for the day. It's clearly designed to be much more of a short daily check-in than an all-night grind. Unless you have extra energy or you decide to buy more. This game has a really nice system called travel, where you can dump your excess energy to run past levels with way boosted rewards. This is really one of the main sources of progression in the game, especially when extra energy is a reward for so many things. Alright, let's look at some of the upgrades you can expect to see. The upgrade systems aren't insanely deep on their own, but there are quite a few of them. There's gear, pets, collectibles, mounts, artifacts. Yeah, I think you get it. These all stack together quite nicely, although it is very reminiscent of other Happy titles like Survivor or Arch Hero. So if you've played other Happy games before, you're probably going to have a fair idea going into it of what it's going to be like. Most upgrades feel small individually, but since you're stacking buffs from literally everywhere, suddenly your team goes from dying instantly to absolutely deleting enemies. It can be a bit confusing to know exactly where all of your power is coming from, but the game introduces the system slowly enough that I never really felt overwhelmed. I've been playing for about a week, and I think I'm at the very start of the mid-game. Once I got the hang of it, completing all the daily events and missions only took 10 or 15 minutes, and every day I had enough rewards to push the adventure mode a little bit further. The early game progression felt great. There's just so many systems unlocking that you're always getting stronger somehow. The end game slows down a bit, but that's mostly because your build is so refined that you're waiting on one tiny sliver of RNG for your next meaningful upgrade. It can be frustrating, but who doesn't love a bit of gambling in their capybara games every now and then? Apart from running out of things to do in a day, I haven't hit any brutal walls yet. Everybody's favourite topic, monetization. There are no forced ads in this game, and there's about a dozen optional ads a day. There is also a permanent ad removal pack that just gives you all the rewards every day. Yeah, I bought it immediately. Cha-ching! Outside of some events, nothing is hard paywalled, but the store is pretty expansive. Most purchases are optional for normal gameplay, but some events straight up require spending if you want to progress in them at all. This game has both ranked PvP and guilds. Unfortunately, with any game that has a store this big, whales will be inevitable. It is a happy game after all. That being said, there must be some matchmaking going on because I managed to place third in an event in my first week. Personally, I have other aspirations outside of being top 1 in Capybara Go, so the whales don't really bother me. Like I said before, the game does do a good enough job of explaining itself, but if you want to optimize, you'll definitely end up looking for help. The Discord is active, the people there are helpful, and they're always ready to tell you why your build is bad. They've also got guides for almost anything you can think of, and they occasionally post gift codes too. Outside of the Discord, I also found a community-made website which seems to have just about every resource you could ever ask for. So is it worth playing? Yes! This is a fun, casual roguelike strategy game with cute art and just enough depth to keep you coming back. If you want a casual but engaging game that you can play for 15 or 20 minutes a day, this is a solid pick. That being said, if you're looking for an action-packed online battle arena with a high skill ceiling and fast-paced gameplay, this is probably not it. Have you played Capybara Go? Do you think I got anything wrong? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if there's any games you think I should review next. Like and subscribe if you want to see more.